Hey crafty friends, it's Alyssa with Crafting to Cope, and I'm on today with a fun little Valentine project share and tutorial. So I made this adorable little sweet treat holder faux gumball machine full of Hershey Kisses to send to my swap partner in my upcoming Valentine's Day swap. And I wanted to make a few more, so I thought I'd bring you along the journey with me. I make these kind of, I guess, for lack of a better term, temporary, meaning you can actually open it up and get the candy out and then put it back together. I'm going to show you how to do it that way. But obviously, if you wanted something a little more permanent, you could fill it full of like vase fillers or something cute and then use a lot more hot glue. That way it's more permanent and doesn't need to be opened. But I kind of had the idea that I wanted the person to be able to eat the sweet treats. So again, this is filled with sweet treats. And what I'm going to do is, it gets a little tricky when it's full because the little wrappers want to sneak their way out of here with these plastic wrappers. The Hershey Kisses was a little bit easier. But you just have to make sure that all the little wrappers are kind of inside. Then you're going to line up these two little pieces here, and once you get it lined up perfect, it should just snap together. And then once it's together, you put it back in its little holder here. You just push it through the little hole. And then I hold mine together with the binder clip. And the reason I do that is because then it's a little more sturdy for your decor. And then you can, the ball won't fall off. So again, these are the two that I've made so far. So I'm going to bring you along with me. This one's not centered. So if you put a piece of decor on it, you just got to kind of center it a little bit. So I'm going to bring you along with me and show you how I made one of these. So first I'm going to start with what you need. So obviously you're going to need some binder clips, some sort of candy. So I have a couple different things here. I have some Hershey Hearts and some Hershey Kisses with strawberry in them and some regular Hershey Kisses. So you need some candy, whatever you want to put inside, or a vase filler, whatever you want to put inside. Some 6-ounce snack cups. So I got mine at Dollar Tree. I am going to link some down below on Amazon. The tricky part about buying these is you're going to flip it upside down. So, for example, this one here says full of love. So you're not going to want to flip it upside down. The writing will be upside down. What you could do is put some decor over that, like a little cut apart or some paper, and then you could use this. Or I'll link an option or two down below where they're not directional, so you don't have to worry about that. So we're going to take out one of these cups. Again, they're 4-ounce cups, and if you buy like the 8-ounce or the 9-ounce cups, then your ornament will kind of sit on it funny. So you're going to want to pay attention. And then I ordered these 8-centimeter decoration transparent balls off of Amazon, which I will also link below. So in the package, there's an A side and a B side. So you want to make sure that you're getting one of each for your project. You're also going to need, I use a circle punch, and we'll get to that in a minute. And this is the 2-inch circle punch. You're going to need some trim, some sort of decor. I use these little pre-made bows that I get off of Amazon because I'm horrible at tying the perfect bow. So I cheat and I buy these little bows off of Amazon, and they are my lifesaver. I'm also going to use some Velcro dots that you can get at Hobby Lobby. I'll link those below as well. And then you are also going to need a little pom-pom, which these are from the Christmas section at Target, like the dollar spot. I bought these, so I'm going to use these. And that's pretty much it. I also a pair of scissors. So really, all I'm going to do to get started, this is so simple. And some of these steps I just do because they make me feel better. You don't have to do them. You're also going to need glue. I use our glitter glue for everything. So what I'm going to do is punch 1 2-inch circle out of red paper, whatever color paper you choose. And then I'm going to put the circle right here. And the reason I'm doing it is 1, if anything shows, I want that to be red instead of white. And 2, I just kind of want that extra little weight. So this is just normal 65-pound cardstock. So I'm just going to put a hefty amount of glue on there because then it adds a little more weight. And I'm just going to push this. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm just going to push it in the middle here. And while that dries, I'm going to work on a few other things. But I use art glitter glue. I usually have a glue press, but it's upstairs. So I'm just using this little bottle. Art glitter glue is my favorite. It dries so fast. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room, you know, where you can move things around. And then it dries really fast. So then we're going to take, sorry for the crinkling, 1 out of the A bag and 1 out of the B bag. Then you're just going to find what you want to fill it with. So I did 1 with Hershey Kisses. I did 1 with these sweet little candies. This is not centered and it's driving me crazy. I'll have to fix that later. With the sweet little candies that I picked up from TJ Maxx when I went on a napkin haul. And then I bought these cute little Hershey hearts. I'm going to see what these look like in there. So we're going to try their pinks. And so they're little cookies and cream hearts. And so I want them kind of facing out. So I'm going to dump them in there with the hearts facing out. And there's 2 different colors. So I'm going to try to get a little mix in here of the different colors. And you don't want to overfill it, but you don't want to underfill it. So once you get it full, you just want to snap these 2 together. So this is where you don't want it over full because it just kind of gets hard to get together. And you're just going to kind of work it around until you hear it kind of snap, which these are a little tricky. I mean, they get there, but they have to be lined up just perfect. There we go. So, and I feel like maybe I could put 1 more in here. It doesn't look full enough for me. I don't want it under full. So let's try to put a couple more in there. I want it to look cute and full. All right. Tricky little guy. All right, there we go. So once you get your hearts in there the way you want them, then what you're going to do is you're actually going to take this, and I just take a sharp object. So I'm just going to take my scissors, kind of look for what I think is the center, and poke a hole, just like that. Then I'm going to take this where it connects, and I'm going to push it through that hole. And this is where you use the binder clip. This is a lot heavier than the bottom, and it's a little wiggly. So, I mean, you could use all kinds of things. The first one I made, I tried to tie like some string in there, and I just find this to work so much better. So I just get this 8-pack of binder clips at the Dollar Tree. I probably just have them hanging around my house too from doing work and things like that. And I just snap it right on that little ornament holder there. And then what that does is it just adds a little extra weight down here, and then it doesn't move as much. And it's that simple. So while I was doing all this, I actually had my hot glue gun going. So I'm going to take out one of these little pink bows here. I had my hot glue gun going. Now, if you wanted to at this point, you could put a bunch of hot glue down here if you were never going to take this out so it didn't move around as much. You could also do this next part with hot glue, but I want people to be able to take the candy out, eat the candy, put it back together if they so choose. If they want to, they can turn it into more of a permanent fixture themselves by getting the hot glue gun out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this ribbon, which I just got this, I believe, from Walmart. The Offray brand is usually from Walmart. They also have this satin ribbon at like Hobby Lobby. I'll link some below. But this is 5/8 inch. And so what I want to do is I want to kind of wrap it around where these two connect so you can't really see that they connect. And it's a little tricky to do because the top is heavy, the bottom is not. This kind of moves a little bit. So I utilize my Velcro dots for this part, which sounds a little weird, I'm sure, but it just helps hold everything in place, and then I can get out my hot glue and put the ribbon on, and it kind of just holds everything together. So I'm going to take one from each side, or two, because I have one attached to my fingernail. That one broke in half. Hold on. I dropped them on the floor. So I'm going to take one from each side and just kind of put them together here. So I just have one from each, you know, the Velcro side, and I'm going to put it right here on the end of this piece of ribbon. Then I'm going to wrap it all the way around. Now, here you're going to want to pay attention. I want this on the side, the connector part. I don't want it showing in the front at all on my Gumball machine. So, try this again. I'm getting all turned around. Everything has to be so far away when I'm recording, so it tends to kind of get a little messed up. So I'm going to get where I think it's close and just cut a piece of that ribbon off. Okay. So again, look for what you want the front to be. And I think I want this to be the front. So I'm just going to take this ribbon and wrap it around. Make sure that it is a little bit on setting right here. Like half of it is on here and half of it is up here. I just kind of center it that way. And again, this is temporary. It's not, I'm not doing crazy glue and permanent. So I just get it where it needs to be, and I'm going to just push it in. And then I'm going to cut this excess piece off because I don't need any excess. So I got that piece cut off. So now here's where you're going to use your hot glue gun. One, we're going to use it to put a pom-pom up here on the top. So I'm just going to grab out this little pom-pom. I'm going to use a red one. And then I'm going to use it to attach this little bow. And I'm going to attach the bow right where my ribbons connect. And so that'll kind of help hold the ribbon in place as well. So like I said, you can use as much hot glue as you want. I'm going to just use my We Are Makers glue gun. And I'm going to put just a little dab of glue right here on my pom-pom. And then when you put your pom-pom on, you don't want to cover this line. So I just put it a little bit behind the line, and then I center it with the front of this ribbon here where it connected. So it's like all centered, so I know where the front is. And then I'm going to add a little bit to this ribbon, and I'm going to put it right. So I'm just putting a little dollop of hot glue right here. And then I'm going to put this ribbon right where these, oh, I just touched the ball with my glue finger. I'm going to put it right where they connect. And then I'm not going to drop my glue gun on the ground, which I just did. Let me put it back in its stand. So you could be done there if you wanted to be. You could also add a little decoration right here in the middle. You could add a tag. You could do anything you want. You could add cute little stickers to the Gumball machine if you wanted. I'm just going to add a cute little sticker right down here on the seam to kind of hide that seam a little bit because I didn't think of that. So I'm going to use one of these hearts that I got from Dollar General in a bag for $1, which was a great deal. And I have hot glue. I always get hot glue everywhere. For this, I'm going to take off the backing, and because I want to make sure that it stays, I'm going to add just a little bit of my art glitter glue. I do like to double up on the glue a lot so things stay where they're supposed to. And then here, I'm just going to kind of spread apart this little bow. I'm going to try. And then I'm just going to put this right here and lift up the bow. And I'm going to push it down so it stays where it's supposed to. And I just thought this is so adorable. Like, even if you wanted to make one of these for teachers or little gifts, you can make them for your student's classroom, make them for work gifts. They're just so cute. And then I'm going to have to get this. I touched this with my hot glue on my finger. So I'm going to have to try and get that off, which shouldn't be an issue. A little glue gun and I can get that off, or wait till it completely dries and just pull it off. But so these are my adorable little gumball machines. I just love them. So you'll see it when you're looking at these, since you have to flip them upside down, you're going to have to pay attention to the directional. You could also just take a cute little piece of paper or a cut apart or a sticker and put it over any writing, and I'll probably do that. I also might just use these for their intended purpose and, you know, make little snack cups out of them for my son, or use them for our cupcakes here at home. But these are the adorable, there we go. The adorable little gumball machines. So again, there are super cute things that you can fill these with. So if you didn't want to just fill them with candy and you wanted them to be a piece of decor, you could use these little glittery hearts from the Dollar Tree. You could use the glitter vase filler. Hobby Lobby has some really cute, like, shiny hearts. You could use pretty much anything you wanted to if you wanted them to be more permanent and not just candy holders. But I really wanted a sweet way to send sweet treats to some of my crafty friends and in my upcoming Valentine's Day swap. So thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this fun little quick tutorial. Again, I will link all the things that I used in this video down below if you want to try and make your own. And I did find some cups online that are not directional, so then you'd be able to make them without worrying about the direction of the design. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a great day. Bye.